First thing and foremost, I'd like to start off by giving all the praises, respect, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Waha, Racha, Kodash. Double honor to the elder apostles of the Great Millstone GMS who rule well and who teach well. And salutations to the hopeful elect, as always. Abba Ratazar, which means Father willing, so Father willing this lesson is edifying. So, this weekend will be the 4th of July, Saturday, the 4th of July, so-called Saturday. All right, which also marks the 250th year anniversary of America. Right, America's inception, 1776 to 2026, is 250 years. All right, and the word America means bitter. Okay, so America's so-called Babylon the Great's independence. All right, in America's Independence Day. So, hey man, through the Spirit, Lord willing, something, major pops off. All right. Let's start in the book of 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 7. We'll get it in another translation, New King James Version. But the end of all things is at hand. Therefore, be serious and watchful in your prayers. Yeah, we're at the very end of this thing, man. So many things are going to happen. Many things are going to culminate. Okay? This devil's going to come down with great wrath because he knows he hath but a short time. So he's going to throw out as many things as he can. All right? False flags. All right? Distractions, of course. We've got the World Cup, which this will be the final World Cup. All right? Okay, too many things happening, man. Heat waves in Europe. Seeing it in France, it's, yeah. It could be E in his, weather modification device and stuff. All right. Or it could just come directly straight from the Lord. Either way, the Most High is in control. Okay. ASV version. But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore of sound mind and be sober unto prayer. Yeah, we've got to constantly pray, man. All right, before leaving the house, okay, ask the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, pray in those names, all right, in sincerity and in truth, okay, to guide you in your outgoings, okay, all right, because hey, Satan doesn't rest, he's on overtime, okay, yeah. DBY, but the end of all things is drawn nigh meaning near. Be sober therefore, and be watchful unto prayers. That's right. Revised Standard Version, RSV, the end of all things is at hand, therefore keep saying and sober for your prayers. Okay? And even regular people in the world say what we say through the Spirit. Alright? So, they know something is coming. Right? The average person knows that Babylon is circling the drain. There's no healing Babylon the Great. Scripture says that. Alright? These people out here, they can feel it. Lord knows they can sense it. Some of them have no problem admitting it. Right? Now, they don't know necessarily that it's Bible prophecy. However, they have a notion that the USA is at its end. All right? And our captivity is almost up. All right? So how much more the Israelites? Okay? Let's go from there. What made this a long lesson? All right? We'll go to the book of the prophet Ezekiel. Right, in the book of Ezekiel, there's prophecies, because Ezekiel was a prophet. We'll go to chapter 7 and read verse 6, and it reads, And end is come, the end is come, it watcheth for thee. Behold, it is come. That's right. See, the Lord is getting ready to decimate Babylon the Great America, man. Spiritual Sodom and Egypt. All right, spiritual Nineveh. Okay. Anyone that is found slipping will be caught up in it. All right, we've got to stay prayed up. All right. And again, Lord willing, something kicks off this weekend. Okay. So we've got to remain circumspect. We have to remain vigilant. All right. And we are in the spirit of hastening for Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, to destroy Babylon the Great, which he will do. Okay. All right. But, we have to wait. We have to suffer. That's what the word patient means. Okay. That's right. Reminds me of that scripture in Lamentations. Lamentations chapter 3 verse 26. It is good that a man should both hope and quietly wait for the salvation of the Lord. That's right. You see? And we have to continue being diligent, all right? And the key ingredient as well for, for salvation is faith. Okay, because it's written without faith, it's impossible to please him. Please who? Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai. Okay. All right. We also know that knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times. Okay, that's going to keep us stable in the times to come, man. While everyone else out here is going to be bugging out. Okay. You see? So yeah, possible T attack could happen. All right. See, we know persecution is coming, man. That blame game. Oh yeah. You see, we're not ignorant to Satan's devices, man. He's got things up his sleeves. All right. Yeah. All right. So America is at its crossroad. A crossroad is a literal point where two or more roads intersect, but figuratively, it refers to a critical junction or juncture, or turning point in life when a vital decision must be made, dictating the course of future events. Okay. But we know the future event for Babylon is the lake of fire, point blank period. And that will happen in our lifetime because we are the final generation, man. Okay? All right? So, keep, prayed up, stay prayed up, remain spiritual. All right? Okay? You see? So, yeah, America's about to go into World War III and it's going to lose. All right? The CHIP will be mandated all over the world. First, before the nukes fly. Okay, get ready for more famines, food shortages. Okay, pestilences, yeah? All right. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying and also exhorting. All right. To the Lord's hopeful elect. Okay. I'm going to say, Kal Halal Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Waha Racha Kodash, and a bad babal. Shalom to the Most High's elect of the household of faith.